Hello everyone, welcome to another Sunday. I'm recording this Sunday, so thank you all so much for your answers last week. Last week I asked you guys where would be somewhere that you would want to travel, and a bonus question, where would you want to live if you could live anywhere in the world? So I'll be of course reading your answers today, but before we get into that, I'm going to ask a question for this week. And this week my question to you is, how do you define yourself? Now I know that's a really tough question and I'm kind of curious about that. You don't have to give specifics if it's something that you don't want, public or whatever, I guess. But you can say instead, would you define yourself by things that you like or things that you do, maybe your job or, things like that. And if you want to give specifics, go right ahead. If not, then just say generic, my job, my hobbies, my, what I like, what I do, that kind of thing. I'm curious to know your answers to that question, so let me know in the comments below and I will read them next week. Now let us get into the answers for this week. Now I may not have them show up on the video. I may see if I can just use these instead like that. So I'll start with the VidMe comments. We have two kids at heart. We have saying Paris to visit and I love where I live. Well, that is awesome. It's great that you love where you live, and Paris I think would be absolutely beautiful. Mountain Ghost 556 says Angkor Wat. Now I did look that up and I can't remember exactly where that is. I believe it's like somewhere in India possibly. I don't even know anymore. Sheesh. I probably got that completely wrong, and I will have to look that up again. But either way, I did look it up, and as I said here, I looked it up, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Now, Croco SVK here says that you would love to live in Egypt. You say so many places to visit, and you say to just pick one. Of course it's just pick one. You can't have more than one, especially to live in. Like, sheesh. So Egypt, you said you would love to visit, and to live you would choose somewhere near the sea, which would be really cool. I would love to live by water as well. That would be so beautiful, and it would be so nice, like to have the mist kind of like, you go sit out on your deck and you just have the mist from the ocean, from the waters, just spraying up into your face. It would feel so nice. And you've also visited Croatia, which is really cool. And I didn't take a picture of the rest of your comment there, so I apologize for that, but it's still immortalized on that video. Now on here we have Wise Wizard, Skelm, and also Moody's Media. So Wise Wizard, you say in truth, India all the way, which is awesome. India, I think would be pretty cool. I think it would be kind of hot there, wouldn't it? Maybe? I'm not even sure. I feel like India would be pretty hot, but maybe not. I just don't think I'd like all the curry. I think they have a lot of curry food. And I don't think I'd like that too much, but it would still be pretty cool. Scum, you say so many places I would like to visit. New Zealand, South Island, that scenery there is awesome. Where to live? That's a tough one. I'd say somewhere where people are nice and treat others like they want themselves to be treated, and bonus points for gentle climate. Yes, I definitely prefer gentle climate as well. And it would be nice to live in a place where, everyone is so nice to everyone else. You generally get that kind of a atmosphere or community type thing going on in smaller communities, like small towns and that kind of thing, because everyone knows everyone else. So if something goes wrong, everyone knows about it, and everyone's just like friendly with everyone else in there. Croco, I went back to your comment, and the rest of what you say is the language was terrible in Croatia. Zinka, you say here that you would love to visit Antarctica just because it's so remote and so few people have ever been there. Plus penguins! Of course the penguins! Penguins are cute. You gotta go visit the penguins. And to live, I love where I am right now, but if I had to live somewhere else for a while, I think I'd like to live in London. London I think would be pretty cool. I don't really know what all exactly is there, or what anything spectacular is there. I don't know. I don't know much about what is anywhere that would make me want to live there or even visit, really. But I will get to my answer at the very end. Moody's Media, you say I would like to not live but travel to North and South America. North America is a pretty darn big place. You have Mexico, Canada, and the US in there. And South America, well, you have a ton of different places in there. I think Brazil is somewhere in there. You could always go to Rio. I'm pretty sure that's somewhere in South America, where all the people wear Speedos to swim. Mitsu, you say you'd like to visit Spain again, because it's been a while, and a place to live. I'm pretty happy with Finland, but Great Britain wouldn't be bad either. And yeah, Spain would be pretty darn hot, and that's why you're saying you'd only visit it. And Omar, you say you'd like to live in France, and France would be pretty beautiful, I think. Go visit the Eiffel Tower. RT Hunter, you'd like to live in a village in the USA. It would be very quiet, and I always wanted to live in an American peaceful place. Again, that would be really awesome. Always want to live in a peaceful place. If you're living in a place where people are not very nice to each other, it's gonna suck. Seriously. And Cassette Cat, you say you'd like to visit or live in Japan. You love the culture and landscapes there. And if Japan is anything like what you see in like Mulan, maybe, the cartoon, if anyone remembers the old cartoon Mulan, then it would be absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's pretty beautiful anyway. Pretty much like everywhere in the world, there's going to be someplace beautiful. But Japan, I don't know. I really like the cherry blossom trees and all that. And I think that would be beautiful. I would love to have just a Japanese cherry blossom tree in my backyard. Mom, you say you'd like to visit either Australia or Hawaii, and that you do love living in Canada, but maybe just a different location. I kind of agree. I mean, where we are is nice, and we have lots of friends here and everything, and I love it, but in some ways it'd be kind of nice to be able to go somewhere slightly different, you know, for a bit of a change. Now, as for myself, a place I have always wanted to visit is Australia. Now, I don't know if I'd be able to handle going there because of all the spiders and stuff, and especially there because most of the spiders there are poisonous, and there's poisonous snakes, and there's poisonous everything. So I don't know how well I would actually do, but Australia's always been the place I wanted to go. In fact, I actually have here, one sec, an actual boomerang that someone brought back for me, because they actually visited Australia, and I cannot remember where they actually went or when they gave me this, when they brought it back or whatever. But yeah, so I have an actual boomerang from Australia, which is really, really cool, because when I was younger, well, I wanted to go to Australia for many, many years, and when I was younger, all I ever wanted was just a boomerang. So someone, when they went to Australia, they brought me back a boomerang, which is really cool. No, I've never used it though, and I have no clue how to use it. As for a place to live, I haven't really ever even thought about that, to be honest. And I don't know, I mean, like I said, I do love living where I live as well, but I think it would be really, really nice if I could live somewhere where there is a beach or, you know, some kind of water very close by. Especially with the deck facing it, because I would love to be able to sit out on the deck and just have a beautiful view of the ocean waters or beach waters, lake waters, whatever kind of waters. I would just love to have a view of the water. That would be beautiful. So anyway, again, if you haven't already left your answer in the comments below, let me know how you would define yourself. This is your question for next week. How do you define yourself? You can be specific about it, or you can be pretty generic and you decide, and I will read your answers next week. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.